This week we are going to be talking about media bias, bias in the media. A day or so ago I had given you a bell ringer asking if you knew what bias was. Is there anybody in the room who can tell me what bias is or what you think bias is by a show of hands? Anybody? Right.
It's when you kind of lean towards an opinion because of what you think and not towards somebody else. Okay,
so leaning towards an opinion-based type of thing, Matt?
Personal opinion and thought.
Okay, personal opinion. Anybody else? Right. So what are some things that maybe would cause you to have a bias about something?
hatred towards somebody.
Okay, maybe you've got a past or a history with something and it's caused you to have a negative opinion about it. Anybody else?
Hear about something.
I'm sorry?
When you hear about something.
Okay, hearing about something? Yes?
The way you raise
Upbringing. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, our upbringing can cause us to have positive, negative, neutral opinions about things as well. Sure. So regardless of which outlet you may be watching, you may be noticing, oh, well, that person's got an opinion about something. That person thinks one way or the other about that. So they've got a bias. So we're going to be looking at media bias this week, and we are going to more specifically, I kind of prefaced this a little bit with you the other day, but what we are going to be doing is we're going to be doing a project. I'm going to divide you into two groups. One group will be one newscast, the other will be another newscast. And I'm not going to tell you which one, you could have, but I'm going to give you a topic that's in the news, something that is relevant to us today, something that's in the news today. And I want you to develop a news story around that topic.
Okay? Canoodle news, that's it.
Yeah. Canoodle news, that's all.
Canoodle news.
Canoodle news.
That's
I think
it.
that's what we're choosing.
That's a little tongue twister.
That's it. Canoodle news, that's it. .com.
So can I ask why that?
Well,
Because
we've been
Goosey
really
Beth has
thinking,
mine.
and we wanted something that really meant something to us.
We tried to do
and we all love
Lincoln
canoodles.
Okay.
But
We're just canoodling over here.
we're just canoodling.
Hold on here. Yeah, then after that we should be good, but we need to definitely do a little bit more research and need to have a good argument.
We can
Well,
have
not really an
research.
argument, but good
Research should be
points.
done by not tomorrow because
I'd say
Tuesday we
tomorrow.
don't have school.
I'd say
We have to be done with research Wednesday,
yeah.
and
Or
then
the
rehearse
10%.
Thursday. Be ready to have it
Like,
Friday.
Friday.
I agree.
Then we'll turn in Friday.
Alright, well, at least we're on track, that's good.
Welcome back to Ka-Chow News. And on today's segment, we will be talking about the war between Ukraine and Russia and how USA should be involved in it. Now on to Michaela.
Well, thanks, Brady. President Joe Biden says because it keeps the peace and prevents open season for would-be aggressors to threaten our security and prosperity.
Hello, Bradley McKinney here. I hope you enjoyed this brief video on my lesson on media bias to my 12th graders. I hope that you were able to see that they progressed from the more direct instruction type phase to questioning and figuring out where they were with the project to that last clip where you actually saw them beginning to polish it up a little bit and actually have something of a newscast. That picture of the news on my view board was their choice, and they actually were able to take this and be pretty creative with it. I was pretty impressed with them. So I hope that you enjoyed that. My students really seemed to. It wasn't just an opportunity for them to be creative, but they were also able to learn about bias in media, as well as the topic that they eventually settled on, which was the war in Ukraine and whether or not America should continue to help fund said war. So while learning about how media can be biased one way or another or such as that, they were also able to learn about the topic and why it's so important to us in America today.